If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, and if you like the video at the end, click on the thumbs up.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Crypto Night, the crypto investor channel. I'm Boris, so let's dive in. Today I'm with Colton. How you doing, Colton?
Great, Boris. How are you?
Good. So today we're going to be looking at what's the best place to buy and sell crypto, whether you're an investor or a trader. Definitely we want to be saving some money, because why pay more for something that everyone can get for cheaper? So we're going to be looking a little bit at the different exchange and which one makes the most sense, so that you can hopefully save as much money and keep most of your money for yourself. So let me share the screen real quick. All right. So here we are. We are looking at the fees of Coinbase Pro. So Coinbase is even more expensive than Coinbase Pro. Coinbase Pro is it's definitely a lot cheaper. With regular Coinbase, you could be paying as much as about 2%. Now, all those different sites, they're always going to be talking about taker and maker fees. And in most cases, in most cases, taker fees is always higher than maker fees. What's the difference? When you take a fee, it's when you buy at market price. That means you're a taker. You'll take whatever price they give you, When you're a maker, that's when you put a limit order and you say, okay, Bitcoin is at 42,000. I'm willing to pay 41,500. So it's $500 lower. And you're hoping that the market will eventually come down a little bit, meet your price, and you're a maker. You're making the price. So obviously it's always more expensive because you're taking a little bit more of a risk. You might not be able to buy it. Maybe Bitcoin will start going up and it won't reach your price. So as you can see, it's 0.5%, 0.5%, 0.5%, both maker and taker on Coinbase Pro. And if you go down, let's say, pricing tier, depending on your volume, the volume you do every month and any given month. Here you see 0.25 for a taker. A maker would get it at 0.15%. Now, as you can see, it goes, you can go down in the percentages. Percentages go way down, but you have to trade literally millions of dollars, hundreds of millions, even billions of dollars. So at some point, they tell you like 0%. At some point, you're not even paying anything anymore as a maker. As a taker, you still pay 0.04%. But obviously, $2 billion, we're talking institutions. We're not talking regular people anymore. So the thing to remember is, on average, most people will be paying, 0.5 to 0.25 on Coinbase Pro, which it's not atrocious, but we can get a lot better prices than this. So next up is Gate.io. Gate.io, great site. Number one, if you want the most coins. That's the platform that has the most coins, of pretty much any given exchange. So they carry almost 1,000 coins. On the fees, as you can tell, they are much better already, because they actually start as a maker. The point system is complicated. You're getting discounts if you're paying with points, etc. We're not going to enter this. It's a little complex for everybody. We're going to keep the standard fees, So standard if you're trading a very, very low number, even like trading just a few dollars or whatever, you are at 0.20%. So, 1/5%. So much better already than, the 0.25 of Coinbase Pro, which to get 0.20, you need to trade between $100,000 a month to $1 million. With Gate, right off the bat, you are trading at those levels, much better. Now, the VIP level is mainly based, on how much money you have deposited on Gate.io. So it's usually, a few dozens, reaching level 1, 2, and 3 is not too hard, because it's like reaching a few tens of thousands of dollars. So it's definitely doable for a lot of people. But, most people might not be able to go much beyond level 3. After that, if you start having some more serious money, you might reach level 6, 7, or 8. But, most people that have pretty nice big portfolio reach 6 or 7. So basically, as a maker, so once again, that means limit orders maker, 0.13 and a half, 0.12 and a half, roughly. Let's say 13 and a half, because reaching level 6 already is not easy. And as a taker, remember, Colton, taker is market orders.
Yes, sir.
Market orders would be at 0.14 and a half. So definitely much better than Coinbase Pro. And big advantage, Coinbase only has roughly 60, 70 coins. Gate.io has almost 1,000. So more than 10 times the number of tokens. So,
quick question, Boris. Why would you choose Coinbase Pro over Gate?
Well, yes, great question, Colton. Basically, the main difference between Coinbase Pro and Gate, obviously you have more coins on Gate and you have better trading fees or better buying and selling fees. The major difference is the on-ramp. Gate doesn't have a great system to bring money to to the table. Coinbase is extremely easy. They use Plaid, which for most people in the world, it attaches to your bank account. It's like a direct link, and you can easily, from Coinbase, you can say transfer $5,000, transfer $10,000, and it's done immediately, and the money is immediately available for trading. Gate is more complex, and the fees, etc., not the best. So sometimes what people do is they bring money from, they bring on money from Coinbase, they make it a USDT, and then they send it to Gate.io. And they actually do their trading or their buying and selling on Gate.io. Whenever they want to take money out of the market, they want to send it back to their bank account, they sell they sell whatever their coins, send the USDT back to Coinbase, and then make it a US dollar again and send it back to their bank account.
Okay, so Coinbase is like a stepping stone for other exchanges out there.
Yeah, it's what you call, it's an easy on-ramp, off-ramp. On-ramp, you're bringing actual fiat money to the, and it's true, if you have Coinbase in Europe, it's great for euros. So it's very easy to bring in euros. If you have Coinbase in the UK, then in that case, you are bringing on British pounds, to the market. So, and then the same, when you send back money, very easy. 1-2 click, you select your bank account, which is already linked, and you say send the money, and it's going to be sending it straight from Coinbase. So that's why having several exchanges is not a bad idea, especially in the sense that there are no monthly recurring fees of any kind on any of those exchanges. They don't make you pay anything for having an account with them. It's
Now,
free.
doing some research, you can kind of see that people say Gate.io is a little bit more difficult for beginners and people who are new to crypto. Do you think, people should, start with Coinbase and then go to Gate, or they can, honestly jump right into Gate?
Yeah, to me, it's a little bit, it's like anything else. When you're a beginner, yes, I totally agree that Coinbase is going to be much better and it makes more sense. As you get more an expert and you get better at it, at some point you think like, you know what, actually I prefer the interface of Gate.io. It's more advanced. It's a little bit like doing, bike riding with the training wheels on. When you're a beginner, then yeah, you're like, the training wheels are great. It prevents me from falling. Whenever you're getting better at bike riding, you want the wheels off because you're like, hey, I can't just turn more abruptly, with my bike because I have the training wheels. And I cannot go off-road with training wheels. So there's many things I cannot do with the training wheels. So to me, yes, when you're a beginner, you're probably gonna feel better with the Coinbase interface. And as you get more experts and you get better at it, you're like, man, I like the Gate.io interface much better because it is much more advanced.
Definitely, yeah. And I can attest, the Gate.io, when Boris had me open that first, it was very intimidating. I'm about 3-4 months in now. I feel more comfortable using it, but from a personal experience, I was very happy that Boris started me off on Coinbase Pro and then moved me to Gate, so that's why I kind of brought that up today, guys.
Yeah, definitely. So, and at the end of the day, there are great videos that can explain in detail, the UI of Gate. And I think you're going to get used to it very quickly. Now, the two other products we're going to talk about today, they look exactly like, Gate.io and Binance. The interface looks just so similar. It's crazy. Now, Binance, in the US, you have to use Binance.us. You cannot use Binance.com. I'm in the UK, so I don't have that problem. But for the others that are in the US and a few other countries, Binance is forbidden. So they're doing like a regional Binance. The big difference between Binance and Binance.us, there are less coins on Binance.us because there are some coins that they didn't meet some of the regulations for the US, so it'd be too complicated. So it was easier for Binance to just say, okay, we're not offering this, but it looks fairly similar. Now, fees, big difference. Level 0, the basic level, maker taker 0.1%. So do you realize that and you get 25% off if you trade with BNB? You get down to 0.075, if you use BNB to trade, meaning that you're not using USDT, you're using BNB, okay? But just the regular fee, 0.1%, man, compared to 0.5%, basically we're talking 5 times more, on using Coinbase versus Binance. And of course, if you're using Coinbase, not Coinbase, that's versus Coinbase Pro, 5 times more. If you're using regular Coinbase, we're talking about 20 times higher, because we're talking 20% versus 0.1%. Now, 30-day volume under $1 million. Level 2, you have to be above 1 million and you go down to 0.9 for the maker and still at 0.1 for the taker. So the change isn't that great, and of course 5 million, etc., etc. Once again, we're getting into the crazy numbers that most people won't reach. But the big difference is right off the bat, you're at 0.1% 5 times less than what you would get on a Coinbase Pro.
So, quick question, Boris. Does Binance make up this money somehow, somewhere else, that, they're losing out to their competitor Coinbase, or, is there just bigger? Is that why they charge less? Okay, gotcha.
The volume, Binance by itself carries probably half all the trades in the world.
Okay, gotcha.
So they have so much volume, plus I think what Coinbase tried to do, Binance is huge volumes. So, and right off the bat, they said, okay, we're going to try to make it really, really inexpensive so that people will come to us. And it was a great way to attract customers, and they haven't changed their fees. Their fees have stayed the same, so it's not like it was kind of a, bait and switch, like, oh yeah, come on in, the fees are going to be very low, and once you bring all your accounts and bring all your money, now we're going to raise the fees. No. They remain the same and everything. I think Coinbase was more betting on, hey, we're going to have a simplified version of our product, and so we'll attract more people, Now, one great thing, and I have a friend who's using Binance, and he called me one day. He's like, hey man, it's so complicated. Oh, I don't understand anything. I'm like, okay, you know what? There's a very easy way to do this. On the mobile app, when you get in, you can easily turn on the simplified version of Binance. Binance has kind of a simplified version, and the way you find it, I believe, let me see, it's called Binance Lite. All you have to do, it's very easy. When you log in on the mobile app, at the top left, you have a little face which represents your account. You click on it, and then you see Binance Lite. It's a toggle switch. You toggle it up, and suddenly it becomes like a light version. It takes off all the complicated things out of the way, where it's just like, okay, this is the buy price, this is the volume you want to buy, and this is the buy trade button, like very, very simplified, and so Binance is great for that. So Binance is a great in between everything. Now, they have about 400 coins, so not as much as Gate.io, but a lot more than Coinbase. The fees are among the lowest you can ever find. Great staking. If you want to be staking coins, you can stake a lot of coins. Coinbase offers only Algorand and XTZ there, and not even that great of a rate, so not good staking really on Coinbase. Gate.io, forget it. It's virtually non-existent. The staking, it's the worst. But Binance, great staking. You can stake great coins and get great rewards. The only small downside is they're locked in for about 30 days. So once you start staking, you stake every 30 days, and then you can restake, and then you have to redo it. Whereas if you have Celsius, the cool thing, you put your money into your Celsius wallet and it accumulates. You never have to restake. Binance, you have to restake every 30 days. So, but rate-wise, one of the best, and a good selection of coins, over 400 coins. So not as good as Gate, but better than Coinbase. But like for the US, it's a little in between, because for the rest of the world, I would say Binance is great. For the US, it's so because of the fact that Binance.us doesn't carry everything.
Yeah, and just to be clear, Boris, for the new people, as you see there, you can click on VIP program. There's no fee, to join the VIP program. It has to do with how much money you're putting into the account every month, right?
And by the way, if you want to gain, a few levels of VIP, or getting better treatment, we have links down below in the description where you can use our link to register to Gate.io, Coinbase, or Binance, or KuCoin, which is the next one we're going to be looking at. And with those links, you getting already better rewards, better little discounts on the fees, so it costs you nothing. and you're getting already slightly better levels than if you signed up on your own. So don't forget, in the description you can use those links, and they're totally free.
Yes, sir.
So basically that's Binance. Last thing that's great with Binance, not too difficult to bring in money. You can do wire transfers back and forth. Not as simple. Definitely Coinbase is the best for that. It's the easiest one, but it's not bad at all to transfer money back and forth between your bank accounts. So
Definitely, yes, sir.
So it's a good mix, which is the reason why I would say it's kind of a jack of all trades, Binance. So it does a pretty good job in every area, bringing on money, taking it off. The trading fees is the best. Staking is pretty good, so overall it's and it has a good coin selection. So overall it's pretty good. It's not the best at everything, but none of them are. It's not like there is one that is the best and the rest can are just followers. They all have some different things, but at the end the trading fees is definitely the one thing people should be looking at the most, because that's gonna cost you, if you're paying 0.5% versus 0.1%, I mean that's 0.4%. It's almost 0.5%, both when you buy and when you sell. So you're talking about difference between 0.2% on buying and selling versus 0.8%. So you can imagine that, on $100,000, that's virtually $200 versus $800 of fees. So yes, it's $100,000, so it's quite a bit of money, whatever. But over time, doing round trips, even if you're only playing with $10,000, you might be buying and selling that $10,000 multiple times. So over time, you're gonna be trading, $100,000. And that's the difference of $600 in fees. So definitely something to be careful with. And of course, if you're playing with even larger amounts of money, well, the difference is even bigger. So very important. Last one, KuCoin. Great fees. Look at that. The same than Binance, 0.1%. Now they base it also, the tier level, actually goes down pretty quickly depending on your trading volume. So in BTC, you get, you have to have some KCS balance. KCS is the KuCoin, it's their crypto money, and a little bit like, BNB for Binance. And so if you have a few of their coins, you're getting also discounts. But let's say you're getting no discounts and you just getting the basic fee. Once again, it's the best, 0.1%, and actually easier to start going down, in the grand scheme of things. So fees as good as Binance. Now on the coins, they have more coins than definitely more coins than Binance. I believe they're around 600 coins on KuCoin. So they're like in between Gate and Binance. Better than Binance, not as good as Gate. The earn, very bad. It's like Gate.io. It's bad. Staking on KuCoin is awful, which is bad. Now for the Americans, one great thing about KuCoin, if you like XRP, that's the only platform with Uphold in the US where you can actually buy XRP. So if you are an XRP fan or you're part of the XRP army and you want to buy more XRP, the KuCoin is pretty much the only choice you have with Uphold. And Uphold, we've already talked about them in the past. And unfortunately, they're a great platform, very easy to use, but definitely their fees are much higher than KuCoin and Binance. So to recap real quick, Coinbase, pretty high fees, just easy to bring in money to to the market, but the fees are high. Staking is almost non-existent except Algorand and XTZ, you know, and it's not even that great of a rate. Gate.io, much better fees, not as easy to bring in money, but definitely a great selection of coins, the largest coin selection you can find on most exchange. Binance, great trading fee, the best trading fee with KuCoins. Good staking options, not too difficult to bring in money. Another thing that's new is the NFT market. Now you can buy NFT directly on Binance, so a very versatile, very versatile exchange overall. And KuCoin, great fees like Binance, and not super easy to bring in money. The staking is really bad, but they're great for trading because of the low fees and because they also offer a few different special mechanisms for trading. They do what's called scalping. For those that are familiar in the trading, that's when you do super small transactions. It's almost like frictions. So basically, if you buy, none of the others have that feature. KuCoin has it, where you can do scalping, where you buy and sell, you know, with something that's, let's say, worth $1, and you sell it back for $1.02 or $1.01. So you're making 1 cent, but you're making it all day long, and it's like buying, selling, you know, and they have bots to do that for you. So there are really advanced features in KuCoins and in Binance, a little bit as well in Gate. They don't have that really in Coinbase, you know, but KuCoin has some of the best things out there, you know, to do more advanced trading and automated trading and things like that. So if that's what you want to get into, you know, and they have XRP, they're the only one out of all those exchanges that if you're in the US, for the rest of the world, we all have XRP, so we don't have that problem. But for the US, you know, right now, that's still a problem until the SEC hopefully loses that lawsuit. So that's pretty much it. Any questions, Colton?
You know, from my side, you know, I just kind of want to reiterate, you know, I wasn't, you know, I'm still kind of a newbie, but, you know, 4 months ago, I was terrified to have multiple exchanges. It's not a bad thing to have multiple exchanges. Each exchange does something, you know, very well and very excellent that the other exchange can't. So don't be scared to have multiple. Same with the wallets as well, too.
Yeah. And last thing, for those who are wondering, all those exchanges, they all have KYC, you know your customer. They're going to ask for a copy of your, you know,
be prepared to wait.
Copy of your passport or driver's license. They're gonna ask for different things, because the days where you were anonymous on exchanges, those days are over. I mean, especially the large exchange, they need transparency. They need to tell regulators who holds what, because otherwise they get in trouble. So
and
they'll let you open an account. Yeah. They'll let you start trading, but as soon as you want to take money out of the exchange, you're going to be blocked because you haven't done KYC.
And your KYC is not a quick process, just so you know. It can be weeks to almost months, you know, for your KYC.
Yeah, so you want to get it going as soon as you sign up with an exchange. Don't forget as well, every time you sign up for an exchange, set up your two-way authentication with like Google Authenticator, you know. Add the key. Don't forget to write down the key in a safe place. Make sure you don't lose that key, you know, and that's it. So I hope this video helps everyone and that you have now a better understanding of those exchanges.
Thank you, Boris.
Colton, for your time, and thank you, everyone. We'll see you soon on another Kryptonite video. Thank you. Bye-bye.
I hope this video helps. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, and if you like the video at the end, click on the thumbs up.